Hypnosis is content free. So what if you could overcome fears, break bad habits, boost your confidence without ever having to relive or talk about your past? And you can, because this is the power of content free hypnosis, where there's no need to relive painful memories or share personal details. You're just making real change at the unconscious level. So by the end of this audio, you're going to have a clear picture and you're going to hear how hypnosis being content-free can help you, what the benefits are for that, so you can create change without reliving anything you don't want to live. My name's Alex Morgan, and I help you align your actions, your beliefs, your dreams, and your thinking so you can achieve success. And success is here, and you might as well be ready for it. And one of the easiest ways to be ready for it is with content-free hypnosis. So what is this idea with content-free hypnosis now that you're already motivated to learn about this? So the idea of content-free hypnosis is easy to understand. And what this means is that the hypnotist, so myself or any other hypnotist, we do not need to know the specific details of a client's problem for hypnosis to be effective. We don't need to know everything about your past. Instead of focusing on the content, so that's what I mean by content-free, of a person's experience, such as past traumas, their personal history, or specific events that happened to this person, hypnosis is really effective only by guiding a client into a resourceful trance state, an altered state, a state of hypnosis, whatever you want to call it, where the client can access their unconscious mind and make positive changes. So imagine that. I can guide you to a nice state of hypnosis, and really all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. I'm just here guiding you. I can guide you into a nice state and give you suggestions and have you imagine certain things, hear certain things, feel certain things, and even let go of certain things without actually knowing everything about your problem. So let's say someone comes to me and they say that they want to have more confidence and they have a limiting belief that they are not good enough. So what am I going to do? I don't need the content of their whole personal history about what they feel about this belief, how they feel about the problem, all of this. What do I want to do? I want to focus on having them let go of that limiting belief. So getting to their unconscious mind and doing this, because that's where people learn, in their unconscious mind. And then I'm going to have suggestions where they can boost their confidence. Now, it doesn't mean that this is going to happen right away. However, this is the process. I don't need to ask them about all their past traumas where they didn't feel good enough. I don't need to know their whole personal history of why they didn't feel good enough. And why would I want someone to think about that and talk about that anyway when I'm working with them to create momentum and positive change? So I don't need to know specific events. What we're going to do is create new meaning about this belief in their mind, put in new emotions, and get rid of any other emotions that are going along with that belief so that they can fill up their reality with all the good stuff. So that's one example of what I would do working with someone and why content-free hypnosis is so good. So if you're listening and you're thinking, well, I don't want to share my whole personal history. I don't want to share all these details. I just want to create my ideal reality. I want to create something new. I want to have some sort of success that I haven't been able to have yet. Then hypnosis is probably going to work for you as long as you believe in the process. And one of the ways to believe in the process is to build rapport with a hypnotist, and you both have compassion for helping you succeed. So if you think that's me, all my information will be in the description of the audio. Now let's discuss how this content-free hypnosis is a benefit for you as a client, or for anyone as a client. So even if you're listening and you think, as you hear some of this, that you can see someone else that you know benefiting from hypnosis and content-free hypnosis, think about them as well during these benefits. Number one, the privacy and the comfort. clients do not need to share deeply personal or traumatic details with the hypnotist. Now, I do ask some questions to understand how a person thinks about their problem, because I want to know how someone thinks, so then I could see what is maybe the problem with how they think, so then I can install and reprogram that thinking into new thinking that's going to get them what they want. This can especially be beneficial, this privacy and comfort, for clients who are uncomfortable discussing certain sensitive topics. So you don't have to come to me and discuss any of these things if you don't want to. Now, if you feel comfortable doing that, you definitely can. So privacy and comfort is a huge benefit. You don't have to divulge so much information. 2, it has less emotional distress. Since hypnosis does not require reliving any painful events, memories, or anything like this, there's no need to. A client can simply work on things without becoming emotionally overwhelmed. Kind of how, like I explained earlier, you work on a limiting belief, you install some new emotions that you want to feel, get some new suggestions, have new learnings, create new habits, new behaviors. This is the idea, not to deal with stressful things. Number 3, faster results. So rather than sitting down, spending 2 hours analyzing your past experiences, there's no need to do this. Hypnosis focuses on changing thought patterns. Remember earlier I said how you think. So this is change at the unconscious level where this change takes place, as well as what are your behaviors and what behaviors can you have instead that are going to get you what you want. This is how you get fast results and more effective results. So these are some really good benefits. I'm sure you're thinking the same thing, so we're going to go over 2 more here. So 4 is flexibility. So this is good because then when it's content free, hypnosis can help with a wide range of issues. Things like stress, habits, confidence, fears, whatever it is. And that means that I'm not going to need to tailor your session to your personal details. What I am looking for when I'm asking questions are certain keywords that you say, certain emotions that you bring up as you speak, certain language that you say. Because hypnosis, it's a lot about influencing and persuading yourself to believe in yourself and to achieve things that you haven't achieved yet because maybe you haven't considered them yet. So instead of focusing so much on the problem and what happened in your past, I'm going to use the language that you're saying and build that into the session because that's a metaphor in your mind. And I'm going to use that flexibility to then get rid of any problem you had because chances are you're going to forget about it. Anyway, so many times after hypnosis, say, how was that? And people say, good. I said, what do you want to do now? And they don't even mention their problem at all. They either forgot to remember it or remembered to forget it. So I don't need to go into specific personal details during the session. I'm just going to use key words that you're saying, metaphors that you're telling me, and all the knowledge that I have with language to help you overcome different things along with some techniques. The 5th benefit is resourceful emotions, things like empowerment. You as the client will gain control over your mind and your behaviors. There's a convenient belief that we like to say in hypnosis, that is, you're in charge of your mind and your results. I'm in charge of my mind and my results. So I'm going to help you gain control of your mind because chances are you wouldn't have a problem if you had control over your mind, you knew who you are, you considered a lot of things that you haven't considered before, all of these things. So instead of relying on external things or my interpretation, I'm going to help you gain access through your own mind and your own behaviors because you need to build that connection with your unconscious mind because you're with your unconscious mind all day and you're going to know how to use this in the future at any time so you can create your ideal future and predictable results. And I don't need to know any of the content. So this is why hypnosis is really effective and content-free. You learned about what content-free means and how you can benefit. So this makes it really powerful. You can empower yourself, makes it safe, it makes it efficient. And you can really create anything that you want as long as you're willing to set your mind to it. Definitely share this with someone who will benefit. I really appreciate everyone who listened to this audio. If you haven't already, go ahead and like the audio and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate everyone who's been subscribing lately. Go ahead and comment below. What is your opinion about content-free hypnosis? What do you think you can achieve with content-free hypnosis? Thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you on the next video or the next audio.